Hello everyone, this is Shanko and welcome to chapter 4 of the microservices with Spring Boot tutorial. So in the previous chapter we talked about service discovery in microservices and we talked about the registry server. So in this chapter we're going to take a look at how we can get our services or how we can get our APIs and the various components inside our microservices ecosystem registered themselves with the registry server or with the discovery server. So for the demo, I have already created this project called Eureka Discovery Server, and let's open up the POM for this project and take a look at the dependencies for this project. So first up, we have a Spring Boot Starter Actuator. So this dependency is going to add some basic health metrics to our project. And next up, we have Spring Cloud Starter Netflix Eureka Server. So this is a cloud project provided by Netflix, and this enables us to make an application act as a discovery server or act as a registry server. And by adding this dependency, we are trying to make this application act as a registry server inside our microservices ecosystem. And apart from that, we have Spring Boot DevTools. So every time we make a save inside a project, this dependency is going to restart the application or restart the server so that the changes get reflected. And apart from that, we have Spring Boot Starter Test. So this is going to add some testing functionality to our project, right? And now let's take a look at the Java classes for this project. So we have only one class inside this project, and this class contains the main method, which is going to start the application up as a Java application. And then we have this annotation enable Eureka server. So this annotation is going to make this application act as a discovery server or act as a registry server. And apart from this, we have the application.properties file inside the resources folder, where we have mentioned the name of the application as Eureka server, and we have this application running on port 8761, right? So let's start this application up. I would say run as, and I'd go to run configurations. I choose Eureka Discovery Server arguments. Just remove this, and I'd say run. So when we add this Eureka server dependency inside our project, it provides a beautiful dashboard where we can monitor the various services or various components that are registered with our registry server or that are registered with our discovery server. And let's go to our web browser and type in localhost 8761. So that is a port on which our discovery server is running, and we can see we have this beautiful dashboard presented to us, and we can see we have the Eureka server registered with itself, and it is running on port 8761, right? Now let's go back to our workspace, and let's take a look at this project called Location Service. So this essentially is an API inside a microservices ecosystem, and let's go inside the POM for this project and take a look at the dependencies for this project. So we have Spring Boot Starter Web. So this dependency is going to make this application a web application and enable the web functionalities for this project. And then we have Spring Cloud Starter Netflix Eureka Client. So this dependency is going to make this application register itself with the Eureka Discovery Server that we have just set up. Apart from that, we have Spring Boot DevTools and Spring Boot Starter Test, right? And we're going to take a look at the Java classes for this project in our next chapter, where we would talk about how we can call one API from another API using the discovery server. So in this chapter, we're just going to take a look at how we can get our services, or how we can get our components, or how we can get our APIs registered themselves with the discovery server or the registry server. And in the next chapter, we're going to take a look at how we can call one API from another API using Fin client and using the discovery server, right? So we're going to delve into these Java classes for this project in our next chapter, and we're just going to take a look at the application.properties, which is inside the resources folder for this project. And we can see we have the name of the application as location service mentioned inside the application.properties file, right? So we're going to start this application up. I'm going to say run configurations, and I'm going to select location service. I'm going to go to arguments, and we'll start we'll pass the port as 8283. So this is a runtime argument that I'm passing, and I'm saying it should be running on 8283 port, right? So I click on run. So once this application is up and running, it should have itself registered with the discovery server or the Eureka server, right? So if we go back to our dashboard and refresh this, we can see we have location service registered itself with the discovery server, and it is running on port 8283. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up another instance of location service. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say run configurations. I'm going to select location service, go to arguments, and change the port from 8283 to 8284, and click on run. So now we'd have two instances of location service running, one on port 8283 and the other on port 8284, and we should have both these instances registered themselves with the Eureka server, Eureka discovery server. So I just refresh this, and now we can see we have two instances of location service registered themselves with the Eureka server, right? So one is running on 8283 and the other one is running on 8284, right? Now let's start up another instance of location service. So I would again select location service arguments, and this time I'm going to say 8285 and click on run. So now we should have three instances of location service registered with the registry server. And if we go back to our dashboard and click on reload or refresh, so we can see we have three instances of location service registered with the Eureka server. And apart from that, we have some general info about the total available memory, the environments, and number of CPUs and stuff on the dashboard of the registry server. Now let's do one thing. Let's kill one of the location service instances. I'm just going to terminate, and let's go back to our dashboard and refresh the page. So we have now we have two instances of location service registered because we just killed one instance, right? So this is what this is how we can register our APIs with the discovery server, and the creation and removal, or the creation and deletion of instances of a specific API is taken care of by the auto scaling component inside our microservices ecosystem. And when we have new instances created, we have them registered with the Eureka discovery server or the registry server, and once they are killed by the auto scaling component, they are removed from the discovery server as well. So that is how we can connect various components inside our microservices ecosystem with the registry server. And in the next chapter, we're going to take a look at how we can call one API from another API inside our microservices ecosystem using Fiend client and using the discovery server. So stay tuned for chapter 5, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.